Today, I'm going to show you how to make a simple 3 ingredients liquid soap that is very affordable and easy to produce at home. In fact, you might already have one of the ingredients right in your kitchen. This method is beginners friendly and perfect for small-scale production or home use. Now, before we start, the total quantity of water we'll be using throughout this production is 9 liters. So the first thing we are going to do is to measure out about 4 liters from the total water and pour it into another bucket. This portion of water will be used to dissolve our first ingredient. Right here, I have 250 grams of SLS rice, also known as sodium lauryl sulfate. Add the SLS into the 4 liters of water. Then use your spatula to gently push and submerge the SLS into the water. Do not rush this process. Just make sure all the SLS is inside the water. Then set it aside to dissolve gradually. Now, let's move to our next ingredient, which is regular kitchen salt. The same salt you use for cooking. We are going to measure out 550 grams of salt and add it into the remaining water in the main bucket. Then stir very well until the salt is completely dissolved. Please take your time with this step because the salt must dissolve completely before we add the next ingredient. Once the salt has completely dissolved, we can now add our next ingredient. Here I have 500 grams of thiazapine, also known as sodium lauryl ether sulfate, SLAS. Add the thiazapine into the dissolved salt solution and start stirring until it completely dissolves. It is actually faster and more effective to use a hand whisk for stirring instead of a spatula because it helps break the thiazapine faster and saves time. But if you don't have a hand whisk, you can still use a spatula. It will just take a little more time. As you continue stirring, you will notice the granules of thiazapine gradually dissolving into the salt solution, and the mixture will start forming a slimy thick base. Keep stirring patiently until everything is completely dissolved and smooth. Now, bring back the SLS solution we prepared earlier. You may notice that some of the SLS is still not completely dissolved, so gently stir it until it's fully dissolved. Try not to stir too fast to avoid excess foaming. Once the SLS is fully dissolved, gradually pour it into the soap mixture while stirring gently. Continue stirring gently for about 5 minutes and your liquid soap base is ready. At this point, every other ingredient is optional, but for this batch, I'm going to add about 5 ml of fragrance and stir very well so it mixes properly. Then, finally, add a few drops of your favorite color and stir well to combine. Always add color little by little, and after stirring, if you are not satisfied with the color, you can add a little more. This helps you avoid adding too much color or causing color bleeding. Now cover the soap and allow it to rest for 15 to 24 hours. The longer it rests, the clearer the soap becomes. After 24 hours, your 3 ingredients liquid soap is ready for use. And that is how you make simple and affordable liquid soap at home using just 3 main ingredients. If you find this helpful, you can try this method for small business or home use. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next tutorial.